Good day, students. You're welcome to variation class. Today, we're going to look at the third application of variation, and that is determination of paternity. So, we want to look at who is the owner of the child. We have the mother constant. We have two or three of the fathers who claim to be the owner of the child. So, in this type of application, we use what is called inheritable, inheritable, discontinuous, inheritable, discontinuous variation. Inheritable means it must be transferable. It has to be the character that can be transferred from one person to another person. And the second condition is that it has to be discontinuous. And discontinuous means there is no gradation or transition between two extremes. I've given you a lot of examples on discontinuous variation in the last class. So let's highlight them. Number one is we have examples. We have the color of the eye, and don't forget that the color of the eye are just three. It's either it is blue, brown, or black. Another one is the tongue rolling. Another one is tongue rolling. And don't forget that it is either you can roll the tongue or you cannot roll the tongue. That is why it is discontinuous. There is no large transition between two extremes. Another example is tasting of PTC. And don't forget that the PTC means phenylthiocarbamide. It tastes bitter. So it's either you can taste the phenyl or you cannot taste it. And the last example I'm going to give is we have the blood group. And your blood group can either be A or B or AB or blood group O. However, the best form of determining the father of the child is using the DNA test. Now let's give example of how to use variation to determine the father of the child. So for example, we have if the mother, okay, and father are tongue rulers, then what will happen to their children? None of the children will be tongue ruler. This is just a conclusion. Now let us define what tongue rolling is and what non-tongue rolling is. Tongue rolling is denoted by this allele or the gene. You refer to gene in the genetics class. So this is R for tongue rolling, small letter R for non-tongue rolling. So if the person is a tongue roller, you must have the big R as the genotype. Combination of two genes will form a genotype, referred to genetics class. So big R, that is tongue roller now. That is the person now. Tongue roller. This is the gene, the allele, the gene. But when you combine, then the person has this is called a tongue roller now. So if the person has big R, small r, the person is still a tongue roller. Are you there? And if the person has small r, then the person is a non-tongue roller. So we said both mother and the father. So the mother and the father, okay, are both non-tongue roller. Okay, are both non-tongue roller. They cannot roll tongue. So none of the children will be tongue roller. Okay, So it's going to be big, small r, and we have small r. Okay? Let us combine, let's separate them into a gamete. We have small r, then we have small r. Let's combine them. So small r, the first small r combines with the first small r of the father. We give us small r. Then the first small r of the mother combines with the second small r of the father. It gives us small r. Then the second small r of the mother combines with the first small r of the father, which gives us the small r. Then the second small r of the mother combines with the second small r of the father. And don't forget that we said that small r means non-tongue group. All these children have the same genotype. That is, they are all small r means they are all non-tongue rulers. Okay, now. So let's look at the application of what we have just learned to determine who is the father of the child. So if the mother okay, let's look at the mother first. The mother is non-tongue ruler, then the child is non-tongue ruler. Can the father be? Okay, let's look at the mother. Okay, we have the mother. Let's clean this very well. Okay, now we have the mother. Okay, who is non-tongue ruler, and we have the father, who is tongue ruler. Are you there? And we have the mother, who is, and we have the child here, who is non-tongue ruler. Or we have the mother, who is non-tongue ruler, and we have the father, who is non-tongue ruler. And we have the child, who is non-tongue ruler. So who do you think would be the father of the child? For us to have mother and for the father to be tongue ruler, he cannot give rise to a non-tongue ruler child. But the father that is non-tongue ruler will only give rise to a non-tongue ruler child. So this is the father of the child. We're going to stop the class here today, and in the next class, we're going to solve a lot of past questions. Goodbye.